My name is Christine Richardson and I'm your MC this afternoon. I'm the chair of the Urban Bushland Council and I've been on the UBC committee since about 2010, and I took over in the role of chair from Mary Gray at the start of this year. I'd like to acknowledge that we meet here on Whadjuk Noongar country, and I wish to pay respects to elders past, present and emerging. Together we continue to care for country. Now, I especially note that you're probably all here because we share a common interest in saving our precious bushlands and wetlands. So thank you for coming out on a Sunday afternoon. We've been amazed, overwhelmed. We've had a sellout on our workshop, so thank you. I'd like to acknowledge our speakers today. We've got Hugh Finn from Curtin University, Tim McNay from the Environmental Defenders Office, Professor Matthew Tons, from the chair of the EPA, will be here a bit later on, and our very own Margowan and Mary Gray from UBC. I'll introduce each of them later when they come up to speak. Now, there's a few housekeeping matters. Toilets are out the corridor and off to the right, and if there's an emergency, we're mustering out there or out there. So during this workshop, I do hope that you'll share the information between us and with each other, and as well as with our expert speakers. So we've got more than 30 different environmental conservation groups here today, which is really fantastic. And we'll have a break a bit later on, and I hope that you'll meet some of the people in the room. So we're recording this session to create content for our website, and so this means we'll need all our speakers mic'd up, and so our speakers will be wearing a lapel mic. And in question time, please come forward to the lectern to ask your questions. I want you to speak into the microphone, because this is the microphone that allows the person at the back of the room to hear, but this is the microphone that Naga's using to record the audio. So just to get started and to set the scene, I've asked several people to, at short notice, to just speak about their own recent or upcoming EPA submissions. And I wonder whether Sonia Ellick from the Friends of Erindale Road Bushland might start us off. Sonia, if you'd come forward here.
And Robin might join me too. Sorry, stop it. I'm just learning about this.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you. So Robin and I are both part of quite a small group, a small committee group, working with a larger group of people from Hammersley to try and protect some land that was previously owned by the Commonwealth Government, but it's now owned by a company called BAI, Broadcasting Australia, and there's a big broadcasting tower on it. It's right at the corner of, or right near Erindale Road and Reed Highway. And the company that owns it wants to sell the land and clear it, and we're waiting and put houses on, and quite a lot is really good quality Bankshire and Chewett woodlands. So we've been working together to try and stop that from happening. So far, the City of Stirling has said no to rezoning the land for development. So the next step that for us is going to be getting lots of people from the community to make submissions with the EPA when they put the call out for public comment. Robin, I don't know if you'd want to add anything? No? Okay.
Except we have brochures.
Oh yes, we've got brochures because we're looking to build our committee so that we can put up a really good fight to protect this land. And so yeah, we need more people, more voices, and we've got some brochures if you'd like to take one. Thank you to UBC for helping us put these brochures together too. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Could I ask now Leslie Shaw to talk about Mellon Hill and their current challenges campaign?
Thanks, Christine. I'm from Melon Hill Bushland Group. Formerly we were Friends of Allen Park Bushland in Swanbourne. There's a major fight on our hands, and everybody knows about it. It's the Children's Hospice that has been proposed for Allen Park, which has been a really divisional sort of conflict within our community, which is most unfortunate because we all support hospice of its nature going in, but its exact location is in question, and also the process by which this piece of land was acquired. Now, the piece of land, from a bushland point of view, is not critical to us because it's actually the old bowling greens of the Swanbourne Allen Park Bowling Club, which was demolished back in the early 2000s. But it is adjacent to the bushland, and in fact the proponents, when they stepped right over local government and took this land, everybody was like, eyes closed, no, we didn't know anything about it, until it was too late. And certainly some people have got friends in the right places. So we have had submissions presented now to the SDAU, so we are waiting for the hearing, and we'll have an opportunity then to stake our claim over why we don't support the development in its exact location. So when the land was excised, they actually took, they went beyond the boundary of what one would logically choose if they were to take this piece of land because it was cleared. But they've actually gone into the bushland as well. So it's just a small area. It's probably about 12 square metres, which doesn't sound very much. But that all puts pressure on the adjacent bushland, which to us is really important because one of those areas is actually the corridor that links our main hill, which is Melon Hill, which is a little dune. It's only 40 metres above sea, and it goes down to the coastal reserve, which is actually a Bush Forever Site 315, which is actually adjacent and running through the western boundary of the Campbell Barracks. So it's a significant piece of bushland, and this connection is really, really critical to the survival of our own reserve. So yeah, we've got a big fight, and we've got a group of people who are really investigative, and they've found all sorts of flaws in this whole process, and it really is very questionable. Thank you.
Thank you, Leslie. And now I might ask Steve Gates from Nature Reserves Preservation Group of Kalamunda to say a couple of minutes. A limit of a couple of minutes.
Yeah, thanks, Christine. So Nature Reserves Preservation Group is in Kalamunda, and we've been around for 30 years, basically just taking care of the bushland in the whole of Kalamunda and the surrounds. So we've got quite a wide range of interests, ranging from the airport, things that are going on there with all the clearing, Bush Forever sites and so on, Guildford Cemetery, the forests, which is of course is being impacted by mining and forestry. So we're supporting the WA Forest Alliance and the various other groups that are doing that kind of thing. We did make a submission on the native vegetation policy. That's probably, I think, one of the more recent ones. And we're involved because we're working on federal land and state land with the airport and the adjacent sites. That means we need to be, aware of and working with the EPBC Act and the EPA regulations here. So quite a wide range of things. So this will be very useful. Thanks.
Thank you very much.